Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk a little bit about recovery and I want to talk a little bit about gym reassessments and give you a little bit of a background on my experience with gym reassessments and my experience on recovery times between workouts. So let's start out with reassessments. I'm going to give you the baseline. When I first started the keto diet, I was 294 pounds. And if you've been following my channel, you know that. But if you haven't, that's where I was. I told myself at 30 pounds down, I was going to go to a gym. I was going to start working out. I was going to start doing all of this extra stuff. I was going to start, building back my body. I didn't. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at 30 pounds. And I don't know that it's healthy or unhealthy to say, no, I'm not ready. But I think my advice for those of you who are starting your weight loss journey or starting your keto journey or starting your weight training journey, you need to listen to your body a little bit. My body wasn't mentally ready to start at 30 pounds down. I think it was physically ready, but I couldn't convince myself at that point. And I'm not sure if that's a weakness or a strength. It's kind of like this weird thing that just at that point I just wasn't ready. So moving on, I got to 50 pounds down. I said, you know what? I promised myself at 30 that I needed to start this. So at 50, I'm not making that excuse anymore. I'm not doing anything. This is going to be the time where I take my body back. So I signed up for a personal trainer. And here's how the first initial assessment went. There are 3 exercises. There's a plank, there's a push-up, and there's a wall sit. And then it's generalized measurements. So you're measuring the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the arm, bicep area. You're measuring your waist, your hips, your upper thighs, and your calves. So those are the main measurements that happen during a reassessment or an assessment. So my initial assessment, also BMI is measured. They have a machine that does BMI. My initial assessment, let's talk about the exercises. My plank, I feel, wasn't really too bad considering the fact that I weighed, almost 250 pounds. I planked for 55 seconds. I feel like that was pretty good considering, again, 255 pounds, planking for 55 seconds. I was not too upset at that. Push-ups, they were inclined. They were on a bar that was set probably 4.5 feet over the floor. And so they were assisted push-ups, and I did, I think, 26 or 28. I'm literally kind of going off of memory, so forgive me if I'm a little off, but definitely completely assisted, definitely something that at this point I probably could do way more of. So I did that, and then the third one was the wall sit. I hated the wall sit because I literally could do it for next to nothing. It was 14 seconds the first go around on the assessment. Broke my foot. Had kind of 3 or 4 weeks off where I wasn't even working out, but I was still working on my weight loss as far as keto goes. Fast forward. So my next assessment, it wasn't that long ago. I think it was a month and a half ago. I went back to doing my 3 exercises, right? So as far as my particular gym goes, as long as you meet 2 minutes on your plank and 2 minutes on your wall sit, then you're good for them. So you don't have to ever get reassessed for those. But so the second time that I did a assessment, my plank, I went over 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I was kind of okay, this is not that bad. which is ironic because I feel like I don't actually do that much as far as ab workouts go, but hey, I'm good with that. So that was the second assessment. My wall sit at that point was at 1 minute and I think 15 seconds. Before I was kind of like, okay, I can't do this anymore. It's just too much. And I also did, at that particular assessment, I had no assistance. I did a full-on regular push-up, feet on the ground, arms on the ground, and it was 12. So fast forward, let's go to this last Tuesday. And I woke up and like got on the scale and I was kind of like, why? Literally on Tuesday, for some random reason, I weighed 188 pounds. Every day before that, I have weighed 182, 183, 182, 184, like kind of back and forth between 2 or 3 pounds in the lower scale. But the day I had the reassessment, that's the day that my body's like, hey, listen, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to keep some water. Thanks, body. So I had the reassessment. My weight was higher than the last reassessment, ironically, because again, my body decided to just keep that water weight on. And the measurements were kind of all pretty even. My waist measurement was not about an inch. It was definitely an inch lower than what it was before. And it made me sad. But I also knew that, like, I kind of had this mindset, like, I've been working out. I should be gaining weight. I should have heavier muscles. I should be a little bit bigger. But I don't know. It just didn't seem right. So anyway, we went to the 3 exercises, which again, I didn't have to do one of them because obviously I had already done them at the 2-minute, which was the plank. I was so, I think, like, upset that I wasn't able to do a dramatic weight drop and or muscle gain during this during the measurement process, that I thought I need to beat something, right? I need to beat something. So push-ups, the previous assessment was probably, like I said, 12 push-ups. I did 16 this time before I was like, I'm just done. Also, I don't train those, which makes sense as to why I can only do 16 of them. But the wall sit, the thing I hated the most from the get-go, I was like, I'm not letting that beat me. I'm not doing this. So I did 2 minutes on that. I cut that out. I don't have to ever do it again. The fun thing is that I probably could do that longer than 2 minutes. So I guess that kind of concludes my reassessment portion of this video. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about, and the only reason that I've even thought about this was that I made a mistake. I had in my head that my personal trainer's schedule had me on Tuesdays and Fridays. And so last Thursday, I started training. That was leg day. No, that was arm day. Leg day was Friday. Saturday I went again. I switched back and forth. I do a little bit more like abs and back and stuff in the weekends. So got to Tuesday. I was like, okay. So it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'm at 6 days. I should, if I take today off, then I have to take tomorrow off. So that's 2 days off. And then I would be with my trainer. And I was like, no, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. I'll just do leg day. And so I did leg day on Wednesday. While I was doing that, my trainer decided to text me, hey, guess what? Don't remember. Or remember. I know I said don't remember. Or remember that you have a training session tomorrow at 5:30, meaning Thursday at 5:30. Man. So I was kind of a little bit faced on either canceling my training session, which I considered, or talking to him and seeing if we can adjust what he has written down. And he was very, very nice and definitely adjusted what he had written down, but I'm still very sore. Like literally every part of me, because normally I don't do 7 straight days in a row of working out. I mean, who does 7 straight days in a row of working out? I don't know. So I'm taking the next 3 days off, and I am going to relax. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to take some serenity time. But also I'm kind of hoping that like the muscle gain from this 7 days straight, like, shows. I'm hoping that the intensity that I've been working out as kind of builds. And I'm kind of excited to see what's happened over the course of a week. Again, thank you for joining me on my channel. I know we are this little itty bitty tiny channel, and I know that, we're everyday people, but thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, and please comment, just because I would love to see if anybody's being reached with my videos. And much love from me to you. Thanks.